every ounce of creativity in my mind and my body and my soul I put into this thing.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
You can't move a muscle without seeing Anthony Ramos right there in front of you. And here he is.
Yo.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay, great.
You look like you're set up. Are you set up at a keyboard? Are you going to do a performance for us? You look like you're ready to sing.
Yeah. Yo, mic check. New York City. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Don't forget to tip your bartenders.
Speaking of, Anthony, do you ever go to a place called Stone Park Cafe?
Yeah, bro. How you know that?
Do you know?
Hold up, Elvis.
Do you know Angela?
Angela.
Anyway, you've been a customer. You've been a customer there since you were a teenager.
No, not a teenager.
Sunday brunch is a big day for you.
Like 2 years. I've been going there.
Well, you're only 21.
Anyway,
the reason I bring this up is I just want to tell everyone listening and watching something that we already knew. The people who work at Stone Park Cafe say that every single time you've been there, and it's been a lot, they say you are the nicest, most friendly, most wonderful, loyal customer.
Aww.
And they told us to give you a special "We Love You" shout out. So there you go. That's how we're starting
awesome.
that.
Well, thank you, Angela. I appreciate it. I think that's either the owner or the owner's daughter. The owner's daughter, she was really nice too. She's like, "Yo, I know you from this thing," but they're all cool over there. They're all really, really dope.
Well, I'm sure if you weren't cool, they wouldn't be really dope with you. You know what I'm saying? So last time we spoke with you is before In the Heights came out, and I got to say, you told us don't watch it on TV. You should watch it in the theater because you'll get a better. But I couldn't. I had to watch it at home, and my nipples are still hard. That was just
amazing. I'm glad.
Truly
it's
incredible.
Crazy. It's been a ride, man. It was crazy. It was like this thing we were sitting on for 2 years, and finally it's out. I just feel like more relieved than anything, just because life continues on, and then it just like it's this thing like it gets pushed back, and people are like, "Oh, we gotta wait another year," and then the hype starts happening again, and then I just feel so relieved that it's out and it's in the world and people get to have it, and I'm glad it made your nipples hard.
Is that weird?
That was the goal.
Is that weird for you though? Like, because you worked on the project so long ago, and like for you, it's like been there, done that, and now everybody wants to talk about it, and you're like, well, it's kind of like, well, no, it's not new for me. Like you say that to yourself. Is that weird?
Yeah, it is. Nah, because that's the game, right? Like that's what we do. It's the same thing with music. It's the same thing with all of it. You like work on this thing for so long. You've been living with these songs. You've been living with this movie. You've been living with even when you're on Broadway, you do 8 shows a week. You've been rehearsing the thing for, who knows, I've done it, who knows how many times. And finally you do it for people. And I think, you're more like excited about just doing it for people. And people are like, I'm just excited to see it. I'm like, I'm just excited that you're here because we've been doing it to empty seats. You know what I'm saying? So, it's, I love knowing in the back of my mind, we got this thing that we get to give to people. But, and then when you give it over, you're like, okay, cool. I can like move on.
Right. Well, sorry, we're not letting you move on. Sorry.
Right.
No.
We like to dwell.
We have to get into the music and the album, and we're going to do that in a second. But I will say that after seeing you, we really are just kissing your ass here, but I'm going to continue. After watching you performing in front of an audience in the way you just truly control the message with the audience, in the way you totally controlled every single scene in that film, I just think you're just incredible at what you do, and I hope it never goes to your head. You never become a jerk. Because you have every right to
remember.
Hey,
we'll bring you down, Anthony.
You'll never let me live it down, so I won't ever.
And I will say, I actually went back and watched In the Heights one more time, and I've had to fast forward to one scene, and we got really high just to watch this one scene. Do you know which scene we love watching while we're really high?
What, the pool scene?
No, when you're dancing on the walls of that building.
They're dancing on the walls.
Yes.
No, not you, but when they're dancing on the walls. I'm like, oh my God.
That's a
the
beautiful
pool scene. Pools, I know. It's like, it freaked me out. I'm like, I got to be stoned to watch this. Anyway, so that just shows the collective of people who put that film together, just and all the actors, just tremendous. All right, moving on.
Thanks,
We've only heard 23 seconds of Lose My Mind. which is, of course, one of the cuts from Love and Lies, the album that comes out tonight at midnight, I guess.
Yeah,
it comes out
tonight at midnight. That's crazy that you say that out loud. I didn't even realize it's tonight.
Yeah, well, look at the clock. You're so many hours away.
Yes.
So do you mind if we play can we play their 23 seconds? This
play
is all
that 23. Come
Hit
on.
it, Scary. And that's all we got.
Yes.
Damn, that's all they get. They didn't give you the track.
I want to know what happens though if we play 24 seconds. Like, do they get that pissed?
Play 30. Hold up. Let me slide you this Dropbox link real quick.
Do it.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Anyway, it'll be worth the wait. The entire album, Love and Lies, coming down at midnight tonight. So it's available tomorrow. So when you wake up tomorrow, first thing, boop, 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 and make sure you have it.
Yeah.
Save, buy it, all of that.
So is this is this Christmas Eve for you? I mean, the day before an album comes out. What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now, Anthony?
Ah, man. I mean, I've been working on this for 2 years. I was gonna come out with an album last year, and we didn't. And so yeah, I mean, again, I think honestly, it's like relief, all of it. Like I'm like feel relieved. The movies, I feel relieved that this album is out. I worked so hard on it. This is the best music I've ever written. Like I don't know if I could have made a better album, to be honest. Like every ounce of creativity in my mind and my body and my soul I put into this thing, and there was nothing left. And and I'm just so excited, man. I'm just so happy that finally people can have it. Finally, people can listen to the music that I've always wanted to write. I think the first album I was really finding myself as an artist, really finding myself as a songwriter, and I still am, right? I'm still learning. I'm never gonna arrive, but I think this second album, I think I tapped into something where I was like, oh yeah, I think we on to something here. Hold up,
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. But Anthony, an interesting thought you just made me think of this. I'm not saying you're an empty shell after putting this album out because you gave it your all, but you did say I have nothing left. Well, of course, you will have to now build up something new. There's got to be another album at some point. How do you start finding, like when you start fresh, you're starting at ground zero. You're starting fresh for a new project for yourself. How do you start finding the songs? How do you start finding the thoughts and the movement that you want in your next project? Where do you find those things in life?
Honestly, I think it's life. There's always a story. Every single day there's something that happened, whether it's something small, whether it's something big, and there's always something to pull from. And I said this a couple times, and I was talking about this album like the last few days, and I said the music will always tell you what it wants to say. That's how we came up with the album title. That's how we came up with the titles of the songs. Like and on this album, what we did differently than the last one was really like this album was driven by the sonics. I was like, yo, let's listen. What beats do you have? Let's listen to what chords are you feeling right now? What chords, what chords are we feeling right now? And then after playing that, the music tells you, damn, what am I feeling right now? What am I feeling right now from this? Oh, nah, what would be crazy concept? And then somebody in the room will say something. I'll say something, whatever. And we'd be like, yeah, that's the one. Let's run with that. And that's how these songs came about. These songs, not all of them were written about my life, personally, or like if they started off as something different, then maybe I pulled a piece of my personal life and put them in there, to kind of keep the story like maybe personal or just to keep it like feeling like real to me. But life. Every single day something happens. It's crazy. You see something.
You can't write about getting your driver's license because someone already wrote that.
Olivia Rodrigo did that. I'm like, dang, she took my song.
So you finally just got your driver's license? Is this true?
Yo, I finally got my driver's license.
Are you a bad driver? Are you a good driver or a bad driver?
I'm a good driver. Like, I'll be pendiente. We say pendiente when you like always looking. You looking in the mirrors. I'm always like looking at my shoulder.
You're supposed to look at the road.
Right. well, the note I got, Gandhi, was she said, she said, okay, pull up behind this black car. And I was like, all right, let me pull up behind this black car. I'm like, cause she ain't say nothing. She just type in and then, you see them and she pulls out her little iPad or whatever. Finally, we pull up behind this black car. She pulls out a thing that looks like she's going to give me like a receipt. And then it goes, the little receipt starts coming up. She's like, your driving's fine. You just remember to check your blind spots.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
There is a life lesson in there. There is a life lesson. Make sure you check your blind spots. You never know who's going to come out of there and start attacking you.
Blind spots. Come on.
So the song we just played 23 seconds of a second ago, Lose My Mind.
Yeah.
So was there a moment in your life where you were with someone and things got complicated when you took your clothes off?
100%. 1,000%. Yeah.
Go on.
Come on.
When does it not happen?
Take us there. No, take us there.
Has that not happened to you, Elvis? You take us there. You take me there.
Every day.
Because when I take things get complicated when I take my clothes off because people run for their lives. Like, I mean, I got big man boobies. I don't scare people. Things get complicated. So, so take us to that moment. You don't have to give us names. You were with someone, maybe, or it's been with everyone. You just know that once your clothes come off and you get intimate with them, you know it's going to get complicated, but you want it to get complicated. Like where's the storyline coming for this song?
Yo, she just like knew she had me. Like she knew she had me under her, wrapped around her finger, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'd be like, I ain't talking to her again. She's bad for me. I can't stand her. She be acting like I'm her man. I'm not, but she hit that text. I'd be like, where you at?
I'll be there in 5 minutes.
All right, let me dodge these people I'm with right now. Hold on, I'm at a birthday party. Let me just give them the bendición kiss on the cheek. Happy birthday, and I'm out.
Look at that. And therefore things got complicated. But I'm sure you enjoyed every second of it.
It was great when it was happening. I'm happy it is not anymore, but it was okay. It gave me a great song. Let's put it like that. It gave me a great song.
If you're just turning us on, Anthony Ramos is here. His album Love and Lies is out tomorrow. We only heard a little bit of a song, and that's fine. We can wait another day. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Broadway star, Grammy winner, movie star, recording artist who, as I said before, wants to be the first Puerto Rican superhero. You want to get into that?
That's it. I told everybody, I was like, Marvel, all of them, and then I signed on the Transformers. There's some cool stuff happening in Transformers that we never seen before in this movie, in these movies, and that was the big thing for me. I was like, all right, we got this like 6 Transformers. Like, why are y'all doing another one? And I read the script and I was like, oh, I know why y'all doing another one, because this is crazy.
Oh, okay. If you can shoot your shot, what's your superpower? If you could pick any of them.
What's my superpower? Oh man.
And shooting your shot is not a superpower.
No, right.
I would say shaping someone's mind.
Oh,
like being able to like in Harry Potter, and you ever seen the last Harry Potter, he hits the little goblin with the thing, and the goblin's like, what are you thieves doing here? He hits him with the wand, and all of a sudden he's like, right this way, Mr. He's like,
you already have
manipulate the mind.
Mind control.
Yeah.
Mind control.
You do that with your music. So you're already doing it. You already have that superpower. So there you go.
So then invisibility.
Yeah. So you can mess with people. That's
somebody around me with negative energy. I'm like, hold on, let me go get this invisible cloak one time for the head top. I'm out. I'm out.
Anthony, let me take you back a couple of years. Maybe it was just 3 years when we met you. I don't know how long ago it was, because there's a year missing there for some reason.
Yeah.
You're sitting in our studio, and we had you at a very vulnerable moment where it all kind of hit you like a tidal wave. How your life is clicking. And your career was clicking, and everything was clicking, and it hit you. You had an emotional moment with us. And now, turn the page however many years to today, where I see you on the cover of Time magazine. I see Hollywood Reporter calling you one of the biggest guys of our time in the entertainment business. Are you still feeling that tidal wave, or are you kind of numb to that newness of being satisfied with everything you're doing?
I'm definitely not numb. I'm definitely not numb to it. This is all it's all new. I don't think you get used to people saying stuff like that. And I'm flattered for sure. But I think the one thing that really, you brought that up, and that's why I looked at my phone. As soon as you said that, it was crazy. One of my boys sent me the video of that day. It's on TikTok.
Yes.
And he sent me this video on Monday at 4:38.
Oh, wow.
And you just mentioned that video. Yeah. And I haven't watched that video in a while. Now, it was the first time I heard my song on the radio, first time I met all of y'all. Like, that was a big moment for me. And he said, "Love you, bro. So good." Like, it was like so good, such a video. I said, "Thank you, brother." You know, it's the first time I heard my song on the radio, bro. Whoa. He said, "That's amazing. Love your vulnerability. It helps others dream." And that for me was like, that hit me hard.
You know what he said was so true. Yeah. That's a good friend you have, whoever that is.
Yeah, my boy Ron. Shout out to Ron from Ron Leakey. I love you, bro.
Ron Leakey. Remember that name, Ron Leakey.
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right.
Great singer.
I know. I wish this is the time of the interview where we usually say, okay, let's go play that whole song, but we can't, which is good. It's like, I feel like we're at the wedding right now, Anthony, and I'm just anticipating our honeymoon. We're not there yet. I just want to get back to the room and, hear some music.
Yeah, me too.
But any final thoughts about how, give us, even though a lot of artists don't like to do this, give us like an instruction manual of how to listen to Love and Lies.
Well, number one, top to bottom, save it, buy it first, then listen to it top to bottom. The album is 12. Like, I really wanted an album full of different flavors, right? But that still felt cohesive. And I think we arrived. We picked out of like 70 songs or something like that. We wrote over like 6 months or whatever. And I was like, yo, finally, these are the 12. This feels like a full record. You want to dance, you want to sing with it, you want to, we got maybe a couple songs, 1 or 2 about heartbreak, but even one of them, the beat is still smacking, and we call it the crying in the club song. The song's called Right Now. Like, we don't really even get emotional to the last song, I Can't Get By, but it's an album that I guarantee will make you feel good, because when I made it, that's what I wanted to feel, especially after the 1.5 years, almost 2 years we've all had globally around the world, where we can't connect, we can't be with each other, we can't hold each other, we can't, people got to even devise on how the next time they gonna make love with their partner. Like, yo, okay, if we quarantine here and we do this and you come, you know what I'm saying, then we could get it in. Like, this is like a celebration, this album, of being outside of life, of us being together again, of us being able to party again, take shots together again, just, and I think, play it top to bottom, play it with people you love, throw a party and throw it on. Because that was the intention in making this album, was to bring people together and to really like just have a good time and get sexy with it and get loud with it and celebrate the fact that, we out here, we're coming out of the other side of this thing that we've all been through that's kind of rocked everybody's world.
Excellent. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for being here. Anthony Ramos, Love and Lies, available tonight at midnight.
Come on.
I made to stay up till midnight so I can make sure I have the whole thing tonight.
Elvis gonna be knocked out at 9.
All right.
See you in the morning, Elvis.
That's what time Grandma goes to. So are you. Anthony, you're the best. We love you. And as we leave, we're going to play 23 seconds of Lose My Mind one more time. Anthony Ramos.
Yeah. The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.